if you could explain what is the crack?
Hey,
The crack. How can I have the crack? What's the crack?
what is the crack? You are the crack.
Welcome to episode 10 of Audio Crack. We've just hit double digits, and we have a very special guest today,
Billy,
Dana Beers.
are you on the camera right now?
I hope.
I think you should sit here.
Yeah, let me sit there. But welcome to Audio.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, we're drinking. We're drinking.
Yes, we are.
It is the end of the workday, and we are about to hit some beers.
Yes, we are, Bill. I've been excited. We had a couple beers on Monday after our basketball game, and I feel like me and you could easily throw back a good amount of beers together, but we never really have really went at it.
No, I think it would be an idea to do a Rough N Rowdy where we chug beers before rounds, and we wouldn't train for it, so it'd be fun as hell.
I would love to do that, but I know you've asked me that before. I think A, you would beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't do that.
And B, I do want to fight. I just want to fight someone that I truly don't like. Like, I can't just go in there and, fuck around with you. Or, I would love to fight one day, get those juices flowing a little bit. But it has to be, real bad blood.
It's got to be, animal spirits.
Yes. I can't just get in there and fucking
fuck
punch around for 3 minutes.
But I'm trying to fight AB.
Really?
Antonio Brown, yeah.
I saw that.
I was cracker of the day last week, Tuesday.
That's a fucking...
Yeah, add to the resume.
Yeah.
Cracker of the day.
Yep.
Crowning achievement. When you get on the internet, when you see someone like Antonio Brown, you're just looking to be called cracker of the day.
Yeah.
But
That's huge.
huge.
That's a huge accomplishment. But honestly,
It's wild.
I don't really know what I'm getting myself into, Billy. I know that you've had Donnie on here, and honestly, the thing that caught my eye is the thumbnails.
You like them?
I fucking love them.
like
Is that
them?
him that makes them?
Yes.
I love those thumbnails.
Nicky Quinn is the fucking
Nicky
bastard.
Quinn, dude. He walks in here with his BVT shirt on. He's just an absolute fucking clip machine.
Dude, he's awesome, and I hopefully this podcast gets off the ground where we start getting enough views, because that guy fucking deserves a job.
Can you talk me through the premise
The premise of hiring him
of the pod?
Audio Crack. It's just literally banter. Crack. It's just banter, dude.
That's Irish, right?
It's Irish, but Audio Crack. So hopefully they get addicted to it, like crack.
Love that.
And then they're just doing crack. They're all crackheads. I mean, hey, been around some podcasts. Hopefully this branding's good and we build it moving forward.
I like what we got going here.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I really, Billy, you're one of my favorite people at Barstool because I think we're similar in a lot of ways.
Mm.
I think we both are just kind of dudes that like to get after it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think we overcomplicate things. It's just sit down, talk shit, have some beers.
And a lot of people don't vibe with that.
I know.
I
know.
It's wild. It's just for being who we are, we just some people just don't vibe with it.
I know, but I see a young Dana Beers in Billy football.
You know what's crazy? We both have names. We both have names that are just Dana Beers, Billy football.
Yeah.
And the second word in those names just carry a lot of
Defines us.
It defines us, and there's no breaking out of it.
Mm-mm.
Here, toss me another beer. Do you want to kill this 18
Yes.
in the hour?
I'm 31, Billy.
Holy fuck.
And I don't think there's any breaking free at this point, but I'll never complain about being the beer guy. However, I can't do anything without, nothing does numbers or engagement from my
beers.
pages like beers.
Oh my God.
Nothing. I've tried it all. I've tried Man on the Street. I've tried I'm doing some golf shit. Nothing hits just like beers. But I'm getting kind of old, man.
Yeah.
I'll never stop drinking beers. I'm going to drink beers till I die, but
I think you should a short retirement and ceremony where you hang in the rafters.
I think
that would be great content.
I think an idea I want to do is a passing of the torch. I'm not going to retire as the beer guy, but I would like to see the next up-and-coming Dana Beers. Someone who can edit and someone who can drink, pretty much. That. I'd like to do a search for the next Dana Beers.
That would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, the trials and tribulations to earn that moniker.
I know.
When it all, How fast did it blow up? How surreal was it?
That whole like era of life, I just can't even. I don't even remember a lot of it. It's just been so washed away. But it happened kind of overnight, but kind of not overnight.
Yeah.
So essentially, I mean, I'm sure people know the story, but there's a softball team in my town called Zillion Beers, right? One day we're out playing softball, or we might have just been at the local bar in Hingham, and they just start saying it, and I just start cracking up. And I always feel bad because I'm like, I didn't come up with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't fucking come up with Zillion Beers, but I was like, boys, can I start saying that? Like, that shit's funny.
Yeah.
And so I started saying it on Twitter, and I just did it nonstop to the point where it was annoying. And one day I wake up, and it's trademarked by Barstool. I'm like, whoa. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so they're just like, this is marketable.
So then Dave goes on with the challenge, and what am I going to do? Be like, I can't say yes because the guys back in Hingham, like, I love those dudes, but it got so crazy all at once that it was like, I just had to go 100,000,000% in.
A zillion.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I don't say the Z word anymore.
I'll say it for you. You have to go a zillion in.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild.
It was fun.
It was organic.
That's where Dana Beers came from.
Yeah.
Like, I have a buddy back home, Tommy. He goes by Tommy Beers. You know, back in the day at least. I don't really call him anymore. But, like, I call my buddy, like, Jimmy Beers. What's up, Jimmy Beers? How you doing?
Yeah.
And then one day, this is all going on, the Zillion Beers stuff, and then some random person on Twitter, probably just a burner account, was like, you should change your name. And I just did it, and I never looked back.
Damn.
So whoever that guy is, if you're listening to Audio Crack, thank you.
Wow. I mean, it's crazy. So, what has been the injury report from your life of being Dana Beers? Because beer slugging is a contact sport.
It is a contact sport. I mean, I get my liver work done pretty constantly, and everything is good. So
okay,
I don't drink during the week. I mean, it's Wednesday right now.
Well, you used to.
I used to during all that when I was really trying to play this character.
Do you have any tricks? So I'm thinking that the theme of this episode is going to be like how smart ways to drink, but like ways to. So for example, I used to do this thing before I got if you want to prevent yourself from getting absolutely blacked out, but you need to drink a lot of beer, hypothetically, frat hazing event, some sort of rut, just if you take a spoonful of yeast.
Really?
So yeast is alive. It's a fungus, I think. And it eats the alcohol in your stomach. So, if you take a spoonful of yeast, you don't get so fucked up.
You've done that?
Yeah, I did that.
And it worked?
It works. Well, actually...
What about the hangover? Because that's the one I'm searching for that.
Oh, so the hangover stuff, right? I've been, far and wide, but nothing beats L-theanine, which is, studying the science of a hangover. The biggest thing that happens to your body is that the alcohol gets out of your system, which means that the alcohol that binds to the GABA receptors, which makes you feel happy, drunk, you get a dip in GABA, which is some crazy chemical. And that dip in GABA continues to the next day, and it slowly recovers, and that's when you feel fine. And then dehydration. So you're fighting the dip in GABA and dehydration.
Okay.
So if you're drinking a lot of water and you're consuming the L-theanine supplement, which is also in green tea, that combo for me, plus exercise when you can, really knocks it out of the park.
You've done that before?
Oh, this is how I've been surviving.
Yeah. I've never indulged in any hangover recipes ever.
Well,
I
this
kind
is
of
just
accept it.
This is the day after.
Okay.
So
and it does help.
Yeah, dude, I have a bunch of them. I pop it with some of my other supplements, and it also is great for mixing L-theanine with caffeine, or any sort of stimulant, because it cuts off the edge and it prevents you from getting the jitters and the anxiety. It's mostly an anti-anxiety.
My problem is I am a hypochondriac.
You should take L-theanine.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it stops you from tweaking.
But I couldn't even take I don't know. I've been scared to take Advil at times. Like, I'm just very weird about that shit.
Yeah.
So, like, unknown substances, I'm very weary of. But I don't know if you've done it before and it works.
No, it literally, there's no side effects besides feeling relaxed.
Okay.
It is actually the cure for tweaking.
Really?
You probably don't like consuming marijuana.
I don't, and I can tell you stories about it.
Because you tweak out.
I tweaked out.
Yeah.
And the second time was a placebo tweak out.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I smoked way too much. Just out of a Coke can, just freaking out.
Weed. I'm also not a weed guy, but you know what's crazy? Your affinity for the beers may be connected to tweaking.
You think so?
I know that for me, chill out after I drink a beer.
Yeah. I do. I mean, like, right now I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'm having, like, we've had a pretty crazy day. This is my second podcast today, and I was burning myself. I had to cancel a podcast with Jeff Nadeau to go play.
I usually don't talk this much into a mic, but I had to do this one.
Yeah, I mean,
and I have a lot of things, like, to get off my chest that I feel like you could help with.
Let's talk.
I just have so many questions about life.
Let's
space and shit.
Check them out,
dude. Because I feel like you know everything.
But,
like, you know about everything.
I know about things that interest me, but not about things that would help me.
Yes. I get that.
Same.
I know every NBA player in the NBA.
Yeah. I don't know sports players and stuff because, like, I love playing sports, and I realized I liked watching sports because it helped me play sports. And now that I've stopped playing sports, and the whole Billy football thing, right? Like, you can't be a football guy. Like, I'm retired. Like, the only way to be I love watching football. It's the off season right now, but I'm not, like, in the weeds about, like, contract disputes, training camp type stuff, like who's showing up, what's happening in the draft. Because, to be honest, that's not really football. Yeah. That's, like, personnel management.
Yep.
Like, I like the X's and O's. I like coaching. Like, I want to coach football again one day.
You should. I even saw it with the series. You were obviously very passionate, and
I didn't even realize how much I loved football till I went back there.
What I noticed about that series was, obviously at Barstool, people kind of have to play up these characters. I'm like, I never thought you were playing up a character. I'm like, this dude just fucking loves it. Like, loves it. Like, love of the game.
Videos?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
mean, like, I don't know if you were playing it up or not, but, like, no, I feel like that's just you, and that's why you're genuine and good at this stuff, is because a lot of people have to play it up, like, to kind of get by, and you're just, like, yourself. It just fucking works.
Sometimes the hardo stuff, like today, there will be a scene that comes out where, like, I rip my sleeves off before a field day.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
I'm like, shit, I gotta do this, but it's gonna, the social guys say, don't be amazing social clip. I'm like, okay, let's do this.
It's tough to like.
Do you still love the beers?
I do. I just don't. I'll go out on, like, Saturdays now. That's about it. Yeah. And I'm engaged, and I love my fiance, and I'll usually just go out with her if I'm not going out for a work trip.
Yeah.
And it's not as, it's not like I'm 23 going to West Village and going nuts. Yeah. It's like, we'll go to Fire Island?
Yeah.
We'll go out there, we'll go to this big bar called Casino, like, shit like that, like beach dope. Bar. Like, I love that stuff. But, I'm just talking about it, I get the consequences the next day real bad. I get 2 to 3 day hangovers.
Damn.
So, I don't know, man.
Dude, I hit the sauna.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweat
religiously on Sunday nights. It's smart. Like, I have a squat rack in my house, but I literally was like, I'm going to pay for this gym membership just for the sauna.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
It's huge.
I feel like sweating it out's good too.
Yeah.
I just don't do that.
Well, it's just the endorphins are huge.
Yeah.
Like, I'm addicted to endorphins. The only reason I work out is because, like, I'm addicted to the endorphins.
Yeah.
Like,
I gotta get back on that.
I'm not even good at working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of flabby.
No, you're not.
Actually, my body went to shock recently after I ran a half marathon. And then I got fired the next day, so my body just went into shock. I don't know if it was the marathon or the anxiety of, oh, fuck. You just get kicked up.
So do you take like supplements, or I know you like obviously take supplements, but like what
Yeah.
do you take to get you jacked up?
Oh, I like beta alanine is a great pre-workout. Like a B12 complex. Like it just like it's probably more psychosomatic, but like when I take pre-workout, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
But then I think I actually take over. It's not the supplements, it's just me hyping myself up and getting into like a crazy thought loop where I'm like, let's go.
My biggest problem is I'm in a constant state of tired. I feel like I have been for like 8 years.
Damn.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And like, so for instance, let's say today, I'll get home at like 11 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, when am I gonna go fucking work out? I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have anything that helps that, because I just wake up tired.
Oh no, dude! I literally like.
It's probably my lifestyle, obviously, and what I eat.
No, the energy thing is all like supplements. Like vitamin D.
Yeah.
Is actually another huge one. Like supplements actually help.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, I'm not gonna take all that shit. Like, no, like even though you piss out the good amount of it, it does help with your energy levels. And we're in a business where energy levels are at a premium. And unless you want to like get addicted to Adderall, you gotta like get into the flow state quickly on demand, or like it's insane. Because like I just did another podcast, and this one like doing back to back, and we used to do with macrodosing, and then we do part of my take interviews. Like the key I saw was just like changing the vibes. Like, you know, when you like eating dessert is easier than eating more of your main meal if you're full, you know?
Yeah.
So like I just had a huge podcast. Hopefully people enjoyed it last week with this dude who's like works for Yahoo Finance. I was just like, yo, dude, I'm 25. Like, what do I do with my finances? Like, what, like help me. And like, hopefully people get into that and be like, okay, it's like, you know, I want to buy a house one day. What should I do? How do you think Bitcoin's going to behave? Because, you know, my rock brain, that's the only asset I can track. I keep track of.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, what should I put my Roth IRA in? Like, what is the best way? So I was doing that. I was doing that for 2 hours. Like, totally different vibe. Came in here, cracked a beer with you. And I'm like, oh, I'm so down to talk. Like, I just got off this super stressful, like, more like trying to, like, you know, be a little more intellectual about things. And now I'm here. I'm like, yeah, we're just cracking beers.
That's the beauty of this place.
I know.
It's been a wild, weird ride, but I'm going on.
It is a wild, weird ride.
Dude, I feel like everyone has like a story of just, I don't know, if you like just getting here and staying here, it's just like a lot of us just have crazy fucking stories.
And you were in it working production.
Yeah.
And then you went content.
Yeah, I still am, I guess.
You have skills, which is huge.
I guess I'm technically 50-50.
Yeah.
Like my contract says I'm senior producer / content, and I still edit all of my own stuff, so I'm really doing both. But dude, the weird thing is with content, like I found it way easier to do content when I wasn't trying. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like when my job wasn't content and I was kind of like dipping my toe.
Oh yeah.
I felt like less pressure to really, like, I don't know, produce like high quality shit. Now I'm like, okay, it's actually my real job to do it. And I'm like, fuck, this is harder. Like when you're really, really focused on it.
That's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
Is that like when you're trying to create things, like, you know, my buddies come up with ideas and tweets and like, yo, you should do this, you should do that. That's a little easier for them because they're daydreaming at their jobs.
Yeah.
So like
when you're in it, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, when it's your job to think about it.
Yeah.
Like the random brilliant idea doesn't come. Like, you know, when I'm like, it's so weird. And also, like, it's easier to create content when you are in a environment where it doesn't feel like a job.
Right.
So like if people aren't like, you know, like, oh, we're doing this today, like dance monkey dance.
Yes.
Like it's easier just to be like when you're with your bros, it's like, I'll fuck around. Yeah. Like that's the wild part about this thing.
But like the good part about this place is, for the most part, like you kind of can do whatever you want and just like throw shit at a wall.
Oh yeah.
So like with basketball, I remember for a couple months I was just like, I don't know, I would just run it by people in production or whoever. They'd be like, yeah, I'll get back to you. Like, we'll let you know. Finally, like, I was sick of just not hearing anything. I'm like, I'm just going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
We're going to sign up. We're going to get releases. We're going to film. And I'm just going to do it.
It's been amazing. Whenever it comes out, it's going to be great.
Yeah. But, like, that's the good thing is sometimes, like, I feel like we get stuck where we're like, oh, we need approval. Like, I'm not talking, like, higher up approval. Just, like, even just from production, I'm like,
Yeah.
I need this person to say that's okay. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, let's just go play basketball and film it.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking easy. Like, I don't think that's too much of an approval process. Like,
I mean,
let's just go.
Clemmer's
do it.
Clemmer's coaching arc just
Oh my
was
God.
born out of
Dude.
that. Like, you know,
The
Clemmer's
whole-
wearing suits to games. Like,
Imagine we didn't work at Barstool and we just walk into the gym and see this fucking old man wearing a suit with 2 cameras and 12 people on the sideline.
and Clemmer is like a time traveler.
You said it the other
Yeah.
day. You're like, you're actually like my favorite coach. I'm like, "God, yeah.
Like, think about it. When was the last time you had a coach who's just like, come on, guys, like, we really got to dig
Yeah,
in here.
I
And you're
love
like,
it, dude.
Yeah.
But like, I'm so dumb with this shit that I forget that it's content and it's not real basketball. Like, it's not
Yeah.
a real basketball team. So I would find myself during the season being like, dude, you gotta call a play. He'd be like, I don't know any plays. Like, but I would literally go up to the sideline and be like, hey, we need to do this. And he'd be like, I don't know. I'm like, fuck, wait, this isn't real life. It's fucking hilarious.
dude.
Like, you just get so stuck in the, I don't know. Like, you forget that we're in this reality show.
Yeah.
And, like, it's kind of hard to, I don't know, separate real life and Barstool life sometimes.
I mean, the wildest thing was for me, the campaign.
like that. Yeah,
Like,
dude.
so-
Like, that shit's wild.
Dude, and you know what's so funny? Like, I met a bunch of the other candidates, and they, like, it was, I don't even want to get in, but a bunch of the other candidates couldn't even get in, like, they couldn't figure out how to send different types of files over, iMessage and Zoom. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
it was completely ridiculous.
Try to
but,
send them like a Dropbox link. They're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I was like, can you guys send videos to, like, help us fight the... Oh, my God.
I can't believe you fucking ran for Congress.
It was... We almost did it. We
I
almost
know.
did it. I literally I couldn't keep raising money knowing, like, the % chance we had of winning the court case.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, that's like Barstool right there in a nutshell. We got a fucking guy running for Congress, and nobody knows if he's serious or not.
well, the thing was, I was like, if I got in there, I really don't think common sense, like, they vote on bills.
Yeah,
And you look at the bill, you say, does this help my district? Yes or no?
yeah,
And I'm not going to meet, like, you could be a fucking congressman, Dana.
right.
Like, have you seen what's been going on in Congress? Like, the thing is, like, we need more good people to get into government because people who are in government right now are enriching their own, like, they're using it as a job to get as rich as they can.
Yeah,
Whereas, like, I wrote this I wrote an Aaron Rodgers blog where he was like, I was going to go be the vice president, like, for RFK. And it's like, look at Dave Menendez out of Jersey, who, like, was literally getting tons of fucking money, gold bars. He had, like, $50,000 in cash stuffed in a Timberland boot. And it's like, yo, Aaron Rodgers already has money. And he's, like, a well-meaning guy. He would
Yeah,
not be
he
just
doesn't need
taking
it.
money. Yeah. I mean, hypothetically, if I was a congressman, I kind of would need,
Yeah, for sure,
Like, I
dude.
definitely need, like, a living wage. I'm not rich by any means, but, you know,
was that the first time you like put your like real name and like
yeah.
really? So you just went all in?
It was kind of freeing.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, fuck this. Like, I've been,
I feel like that's probably pretty nice. Like, my name is not Dana Beers, breaking news.
Yeah.
My name is Dana Barawi, but that's like that's out there, but
yeah,
it's like, you know.
and, like, also, like, my family, like, you know, people can research whatever they need to.
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of freeing.
I
in a
feel like
way.
it would be.
It was like, hey, you know, like this is where, because I was so freaked out when I was an intern going to college that people would find out where I went to college, like fuck with like my college, and it happened that, you know, my football career didn't pan out.
Right.
The coach was like, hey, just be careful on the internet.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you have any stories that, like, do you tell stories about that where either they're like, we're pissed at you, or like...
Oh, yeah, dude, when fucking Big Cat PFT came, they fucking crucified me. Because
Really?
They were like, holy fuck, you had, like... Yeah, have I ever told this story? My coach, like...
You
my
don't
coach
have
at the
to if you
time,
don't want to. I mean...
No, my coach at the time was like, you know, he didn't know if he was going to get in trouble because one of his players had, you know, adults sleep over in his dorm.
That's such a funny...
He didn't
That's
know,
so funny.
so he was like, what
No,
the
which is
fuck?
fair, yeah. He's
Like, what were you doing in the dorm? Like,
Right.
like he was like, dude, if this gets like, and I almost got kicked off the team, but like we laugh about it now.
Yeah,
Me and the head coach. But like, you know, it's a weird for people who aren't in it. They're like, holy fuck, like, you know, like I got an interview with this dude who's like investigating organ trafficking in the United States, and like he was gonna hop on, but then like someone he worked with kind of tweaked out about it. And was like, you can't go on, and like, you know, people get scared.
Yeah, I know. I deal with that a lot with, like, I'll interview people.
And then they tweak out. Yeah.
And then we'll be like, in the moment, they'll take the fucking mic out of your hand, say crazy shit. I'm like, okay, well, clearly they want to talk because they took the mic out. I didn't even ask a question. And then you'll get a message, like, on Instagram, like, hey, can you just take that down? I'm like, yeah, I'll take it down. But next time, just let me know when it happens.
Yeah, but people are drunk, and like, I think the world's not ready to learn that everyone isn't put together.
I know.
I think that's like the message. Like, the world isn't ready to know that literally everyone is on the weekend when they're not putting on their best LinkedIn profile vibe. Like, everyone's pretty underwhelming.
The people that I love the most, though, are the people who really embrace it. Like, have you seen that clip of the dude of the Indy 500 that was with me?
Oh, yeah, that made the Zach Bryan song?
The Zach Bryan song. That is the most viewed clip I've ever put out, and I have nothing to do with it. I'm just standing there holding the mic.
Yeah.
That dude embraced the fuck out of it. Like, you know, I got his number, and he's always texting me like, that's fucking popping off. It's awesome. And next thing you know, Zach Bryan's people are like, hey, can we put this in a song? I'm like, oh my God. That's fucking...
Dude, that's...
Yeah, and then after that dude is on stage with Zach Bryan singing. Like,
oh, he was?
Dude, and like, that's the beauty of it. It's like...
Oh, shit.
I just was walking down the street and saw this dude who was clearly just like kind of shit-faced, but he looked funny. Next thing you know, he's fucking 2 months later, he's on stage with Zach Bryan. Like, that's just, I don't know. I felt like he really embraced it, and I don't know, just.
Dude, the whole Zach Bryan thing is wild.
Yeah.
I mean.
That's your boy, right?
Well, I met him, like, he's very busy nowadays.
Yeah.
And, you know, Brianna is his contact at Barstool. So, like, I know a lot of his dudes in his band because, like, whenever, you know, I get invited to, like, one of his events or, like, his concert, like, I'm hanging out with the other guys in the band because Zach's just swarmed by everybody. So I'm like, I'm not going to bother him. Like, you know, I'll say what's up real quick. But, like, he's got thousands of people in front of him. But, like, literally, I was there in the basement when he had to cancel his show at Webster Hall. That story that Hank Lockwood used in his stand-up, like, that's actually my story. Like, I saw his concert at Webster Hall got canceled, and I was like, and then he did pop-up show at this bar in the West Village, and I was like,
I'm in the Lockwood coaching tree, so
yeah,
I owe him my life forever.
Yes, I also owe Lock. I was really, it was a Tuesday, and I was just like, oh fuck, I have nothing to do. Fuck, I love Zach Bryan. His music's great. Like, Heading South, like, you know, just because he's a real dude singing, that's the craziest thing. He was viral. Yeah. And, you know, he went viral for just being, like, a real dude. And then I went to see him.
Was he viral on Facebook?
He was viral on Facebook.
Yeah.
Which is...
That's what I heard.
Which is a wild place to go viral.
That.
Yeah.
It's Oklahoma.
Yeah. So I went and saw him, and now he's dating our coworker. And, you know, he's probably so busy. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like, we don't, like... I'm not going to say I'm, like, chill, like... I just, you know, sometimes when he's in town, like, I get to go to his concerts, and I'm friends with his, bandmates. And,
Yeah.
When I can't see him, like, yo, what's up, dude? And he's like, I'm like, this is crazy how much it's blown up since the fucking basement of that bar. And he's like, yeah, man, like, you're telling me.
So are you grew up in New York, right?
Yeah.
What was, like, did you go out in the city a lot when you were growing up?
Because you're growing up outside of the city.
You were in, what? I don't know where. I almost said it.
Somewhere.
So did you, like, when you were in high school, college, did you go out here a lot, or was it just...
You try to get it. I've had this same face since I was, like, freshman, sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
So, like, my jaw fucking grew before the rest of my body. Fucking AB made that Quagmire tweet, which is hilarious.
That's so
like,
good.
I more think I'm American Dad than Quagmire.
Yeah, Quagmire's kind of creepy.
Quagmire's like, shit. Like, there was other guys.
American Dad's kind of a fucking G.
Yeah, so, like, didn't even need a fake ID most of the time.
Really?
Can't grow a beard, but this, But
I don't really know the Billy football story. I don't.
Dude,
the origin story of just
origin
how you
story?
got to PMT, like, I really don't know.
No, so
I just remember we were in the same, like, class.
Yeah.
2017. We had a fucking wrecking crew.
Yeah.
Me, you, Quigs.
Jack Mac,
Noah.
Oh my God.
I said Quigs. There's somebody. Or fucking Sunshine. Oh my God. We had a crew.
Sunshine.
Trey. Dude, yeah.
Trey was an intern, but he was...
Yeah, and then he was like, oh my God, he fucking moved here from St. Louis, worked for free.
Tex. Ella Briscoe.
He had a fucking squad, man.
Yeah, dude. Wild. And we were just...
Then we all just crammed in over in that corner.
Yeah, dude. That was wild.
That's my 7 years coming up. All of ours, right?
Yeah, well, I took a little hiatus. Which is actually shorter than I thought because it's literally only 2.5 years.
Yeah.
When I was in college because of COVID.
Right.
I don't know if I used to have so much anxiety. Like, I used to tweak out so badly when I was applying for jobs.
Just because of Barstool stuff?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, there's so much on the internet. Everyone thinks I'm an idiot that leaked this number.
I worry about that sometimes, even like now. Like, I'm like...
Dude, you know what's sick about running
if I'm 50 and I'm trying to get a job, like,
dude,
I've said some dumb shit.
But the thing is, our whole generation is online and stupid. Like, there's Snapchats of everyone doing something stupid. And that's why, like, when I was running for Congress, I was like, if something's going to kill me, it's going to hit me right now. And I don't have to have this overwhelming, like, oh, man, all that Barstool shit's going to come back and get me. And they did the deep dive on me. Like, one time I wore a Biden-Harris hat because I lost a bet to PFT, and they're like, we did our research, and they found you in a Biden-Harris hat, and that's the only thing they're pissed about. I'm like, oh, sick. Like, they did the, like, they like, went back into my past, and that's the only thing that...
You're probably fucking 21 years old, 22, whatever.
Well, yeah. Dude, I mean, I used to be so paranoid in college and shit, because I was like, yo, like... if something happens, like, it's not just going to go viral for being stupid. Like, people are going to know who I am.
Yeah.
Like, most people have, like, probable deniability if they're, like, doing something stupid in college.
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh, that's not me. That's some other person.
Nah, I feel that. I have a lot of that same, like, anxiety just about, I don't really know. Just, like, I'll do something on the internet, and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have kids one day. Like... They could see that.
Yeah, but...
me talking about, like, shitting myself or pissing myself, like, they might see that someday. Like,
I mean, the only thing that'll be hard is, like, to justify, like, I don't know, like, I don't do anything that I judge my children for.
Yeah.
Like, if I have a son and he likes chugging beers,
True.
I'll be like, hey.
Maybe they'll be like, Dana Beers was sick.
Yeah. You knew Dana? You knew Dana Beers?
Holy shit.
You did a podcast with Dana Beers, dude? I'd be like, yeah, man. We ripped
beers, man.
Like, what else?
I don't know. That's funny. I
there's
think
nothing...
about it, though. It's just like... the internet just feels like a everything at Barstool just feels like a dream. It's like at certain points.
Yeah.
I'm like, was that real life? Did that actually happen? And I feel like I'm going to probably feel that way in 20 years. I'm like, did I really do all that shit?
Do you think we make the The movie, if there's a movie.
There should be a movie.
You
You think we'll be in it?
I don't know. Do you think you make the documentary? Yeah, you make the documentary. Zillion Beers.
I did, but I mean more like the overall, let's say in 20 years.
Yeah, like the documentary. Or
Unless something drastic happens, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't be a huge part in it. No. I think PMT would be obviously a huge part. You'd be in that.
Well, would Saturdays for the Boys be in it?
Yeah.
Then I think Zillion Beers is in it.
Yeah. Questionable. I don't know. I think it would be mostly focused on Dave, Big Cat, KFC, big players, all stuff like that. But I'm sure they'll make it in 2060.
Yeah, it'll be wild. I mean, honestly, the closest thing, like, you can compare this all to is kind of like a band in a weird way. Like, the closest thing to podcast or anything is like the ups and downs of a band.
The more people say it's like WWE, I'm like,
It is.
it is.
But, like, it's not scripted. It's real.
Everyone thinks it's scripted.
It's UFC. It's UFC.
A lot of people will ask me that. They'll be like, yo, was that real? I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, everything that happens is real.
Yeah.
Like, we play up our characters, but we don't, like, script anything. You know?
This isn't beer. This is apple
You
juice.
didn't drink any of those beers, Dana.
All those beers were real.
It's a weird world. But I also am like, sometimes I forget to, like, I don't know. Like, I get so sucked into the world
Yeah.
that I'm like, oh shit, there's real life out there that I should probably start worrying about more than everything in these walls.
Dude, that's why I love getting out in nature.
Yeah.
And just leave my phone. When my phone has no service, but, like, still has GPS for, like, making sure I don't get lost. Like,
That's the life.
That's the perfect range.
Yeah.
Because, have you ever gone out west to, like, a mountain range or a national park where there's grizzly bears?
No, but I do love saying, one day I'm just going to disappear and go west. I love saying that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the
I'm just going to go west.
I love the line Toby Keith should have been a cowboy. Like,
Yeah.
Go west, young man. I was just like, I'm going to go west.
No, I haven't really explored that at all. I'm not big on nature. I don't know.
No, dude, the equivalent of, like, someone from, a rural area taking the subway and being like, oh my God, this is so...
Yeah.
I didn't really realize what that felt like till I was in grizzly bear country.
Really?
Where I was like, oh fuck, I don't have a gun. Like, I might stumble upon a grizzly bear and get fucking killed.
Yeah.
And that's when I was
What
like...
state was that in?
Montana. I was out there and we didn't... I was fine when there was a dog around because the dog would find the bear first and
Yeah.
the bear would kill the dog first and we'd get out of there.
I was in so I just recently, like 2 weeks ago, I was in middle of fucking nowhere, Georgia, like bumfuck, and I was just kind of I had a rental car. I was just kind of cruising. I lost service. Same thing.
Yeah.
Had GPS, lost service. I just like come across this nice little lake. No idea where I am. And then I kind of just park and relax for a little bit. I'm like, damn, this would kind of be a nice life.
Yeah. Dude. But
Like,
the
I
thing
could
is,
just disappear and stare off at the water. But then I'd be like, fuck, I'm kind of bored.
dude, there's plots of land that are selling for like $10K, but
Yeah.
you got to hook up utilities.
Yeah.
So, like, I was, like, doing the math one day. You know how Amazon sells pre-made houses?
Yes.
And they deliver them?
The ones that, like, break down.
Yeah, so, like, I, like, figured out, like, I could go off the grid and figure out for about 60 to 70K, I could get electric and just, like, go move in the middle of Montana.
60K down.
Yeah, 70, yeah, no mortgage.
And you're just,
Buy
that's
the
it.
house, 70K, just be out there. The hard part would be maintenance on where I'd get electricity.
Yeah.
So, like, you'd have to buy a windmill and solar panels. But, like, there's tax write-offs. I did all the math. I was like, yo, how much would it cost to escape? Just, like, get out.
And it's like a weird, like...
Not because I want to. Like, this is... It's one of
I
those things...
never would, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like a nice fantasy.
It's us, like, thinking about, like, the internet, if, you can't imagine, we're very invested in it.
Yeah.
And, like, many people who work a job, they're like, what can I do? Like the days where it's down, you're like, oh, how can I figure out how to go?
Yeah.
So I figured that out.
I went to, so it was the same I went on this cruise, and I just went to this Waffle House. I'm just sitting there at the Waffle House bar by myself. Not bar, I'm not drinking. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
And they were the nicest fucking people. Like, just simple living. Everyone would walk in, 5 or 6 of the Waffle House employees would go, "Good morning, nice to see you, thank you." Like, not just because they had to, they like wanted to, and I'm like, this is just a nice, simple little town.
But that's more of like a Northeast versus the rest of the country.
Like fuck.
Because people are fucking mean in the Northeast.
Yes.
And like when you go down south, people are nice.
Yeah.
But you know what's, if you liked Southern hospitality, you should check out Minnesota.
Those people are fucking
Nice.
cream of the crop nice.
No, the Minnesotans
They're
are,
like Canada nice.
Oh, they make Southern hospitality look like a hate crime.
Yeah. I went on a Minnesota I think they're called 10K takes. If you guys are watching, shout out to you. Went on their podcast, and they were like the nicest dudes of all time, and they're just like they're just so focused on Minnesota sports and like positivity, even though they've had nothing but negativity.
Oh yeah.
They're just like, we got it, man. Like next one could be us. Like,
hi, how are you? like, let's go Vikes.
Yes.
The fucking wild
I know.
suck. It's crazy that like the best hockey players in the country
I know.
from the
From
wild.
Mini, and they
from
just
Minnesota.
and their fucking pro team stinks.
Because the dudes are like, fuck that, we can always live in Minneapolis for the rest of our lives. In Minnesota, let's go make money because they tax us so fucking hard there. I realize there's a direct correlation between like good hockey and taxes.
Yeah.
Because they all play where the taxes don't suck.
If you were to disappear, not because you did anything wrong,
Yeah, just like...
just go off the grid, live a new life, where would you go?
So...
And you can, again, you did nothing illegal.
Right.
You can meet a family, all that stuff.
You're just kind of done with
Yeah.
having your face on TikTok and Instagram and having to hear your own voice and just be like, ah.
Yeah.
Probably. So Maine, because I like the Northeast.
Yeah.
My family will probably be in the Northeast, and I'll be able to have my spot while still being able to drive to family functions.
It's nice.
And then still just like, not because you
fishing.
probably get this a lot when you like go to a bar, people like chug a beer with me, and it's like,
Dude,
ah,
I'm a
fuck.
monkey in a cage.
Yeah. Like
Do the beer tweet.
they just like they throw a banana in your monkey cage. And
Oh my god.
like, eat the banana, monkey. Oh my god. Yeah.
I'll never turn it down. That's the problem.
I know,
I don't
me-
have I haven't had an excuse in 4 or 5 years. I will never come up with one. Someone hands me a beer, I can't say no.
I have to say, I think, and I'll knock on wood, you've done a great job avoiding alcoholism. Like, props to you.
Dude, I get so hungover. Like
Yeah.
that's I think there's a little bit of alcoholism that creeps in.
I think it's
On Sundays when I wake up and I'm a little hungover, I'll go in the fridge, grab a beer, just quick little hair of the dog.
yeah.
That's the extent of my alcoholism. Other than that, no, you're right.
Like
But here's a question.
the clock's not stopped. There's still time on the
No,
clock.
I know you're right.
Yeah.
Is there a difference? This might be a dumb question, but I truly don't know the answer.
Yeah.
Are you an alcoholic if you drink every day, like nonstop, whatever? Or is there different types of alcoholism where you're like, let's say I go on a Saturday night
Yeah.
and I drink and I just keep drinking. Is that alcoholism?
As long as you don't do anything bad.
Is that like medically?
Yeah. as long as you're responsible. I think that's what we all got to figure out.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what like most like Midwest sober people. That's my
Yes.
favorite term. Like when people like offer me shots, like I'm sorry, I'm Midwest sober. I'm from the Northeast.
that.
It was just like I don't drink hard alcohol because that hits the system different.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't do. I try to stay away from hard shit.
Because you get like
I turn into like a. I don't turn into like a mean person. I just turn into like a different person. I'm like, I don't like how I feel when I'm drinking vodka.
Yeah,
It
hits the
weird.
bloodstream, and then you're just like,
Yeah.
You're just like,
I've never thrown a punch in my life, but like I want to punch someone.
like, what the fuck you say to me?
But like, so if I'm drinking and I'm drinking, and like I just want to, every time I go out and drink, I want to get fucked up. Is that alcoholism? Not blacked out.
Oh, no,
Like
just
if
get
I'm
buzzed.
drinking to get fucked up.
Well, the greatest excuse, like, yeah, you're a big guy.
Yeah.
Like, it takes more.
It does. I love saying that. And 14 beers. Yeah, it just takes more.
It just takes more. Like, it's not like a problem. It's just like takes more.
Yeah, I have to feel a buzz
And, like, I
somehow.
know, like, hard alcohol is bad, so I have to drink a zillion beers.
But the thing is,
it's true.
I'm 5 in. I'm feeling good right now.
I would not operate a vehicle,
No, of course not.
but I'm fine right now.
Yes. But like,
I could go to dinner with in-laws right now and be fine.
I'd be yucking it up.
I'd be like, we're shooting the shit right now.
What time is it, by the way?
Ah, shit.
All right, we got 20.
We got 20 minutes.
We got 20. Is that 6:53?
Damn, we're having a good time.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not. I gotta piss though. Can I piss?
Yeah, we'll take a piss break. Nate? Yeah, I got piss too. All right.
This is fun as fuck.
This is a great time. Back.
You want one?
No thanks. I got a basketball game later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, dude, we're. Do you think that we're gonna cause a resurgence of rec basketball leagues across the
I think
country?
it's already started.
Yeah,
Minahan's doing one.
yeah.
And and I'm addicted to looking at the clips. I mean,
The thing
I don't
is,
know.
has
It's awesome.
I have a hot take. Has mid basketball, is it better content than good basketball? Like how boxing,
Everybody loves to see someone fuck up or
mid.
be bad at something.
Yeah.
Especially Barstool employees doing athletics.
Yeah.
When you went to, and I know what you're going to say, it wasn't 4 for 18. It was 4 for 18. I have the footage.
I know, but you know what's funnier? Fucking Ant Edwards. Didn't he go 3 for
He went
20?
6 for 24 or something like that.
What? Is that worse than what I did?
I don't know the math, but
He did a fourth, and I did.
it was 2 for 9, which really isn't that bad. But people like to see that. People like to see the negatives.
I know. The thing
which
is, you know what? I don't have the cognitive dissonance because I've been conditioned my whole life to, like, be good at athletics. So that.
and you're
like,
supposed to.
Yeah, like play well. Like in my
Was that
brain.
the African accent that came
No,
out?
no, that was like my reptilian brain. It's like be good at sports.
I
Like,
thought I heard it at field day today. That's one of my favorite clips ever. Is when your accent changes, and fucking.
Well, dude, what people keep fucking like you're.
I did the same thing in Spain. I
did-
just started talking like I was Spanish, and I didn't know a single word. But
Yeah,
on my diet, like the way I spoke changed.
Pidgin English is the most spoken language
Yeah.
on earth.
I was, I saw you pumping up the team today, and I was like, I think he's getting back in Uganda mode. But again, I think that was probably more for the cameras. But
Well, we had to hype him up, dude. We were in a bad spot. And a teaser for the Barstool Field Day.
oh my god, it's gonna be a great video.
It's gonna be an amazing video. There's gonna be a lot. Like
That was a lot of fun.
that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And I had to hype up my team.
And I
It's like my
thought
team.
you were doing a Uganda speech again.
Dude, you should have been it. If you saw what it was like out there, you would be.
No, I know.
It was.
That's what I'm
wild.
saying. You're like,
The beer's actually the best beer I've ever drank.
really?
Was in Uganda, and I
Was
think,
it the beer itself, or was it the situational beer?
I think it was a situational beer, but also a very good beer.
Yeah.
Because the only drink they kept,
Drank.
the only drink that they kept consistently super cold was beer.
Really?
And they'd give you these like 32-ounce beers. The bottles would be cold, and it would be the first cold thing that you'd feel in days. I was taking cold showers over there.
Really?
Like, yeah, like probably because the water heater wasn't working, but like I didn't mind because I was like, oh, what a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
Like it was like walking to nice AC in a store.
Where'd you guys stay?
Dude, we stayed in all sorts of places. We stayed in a hotel the second time, but the first time we stayed in these apartments, and it was wild.
Was it through work or like Airbnb, or was it just
No,
like
dude, this guy hooked us up the first time, and he like Stephen O'King. He just he skimmed off the top heavy.
Yeah.
Like everyone was just trying to milk it. And then the second time around, we were like, we're not staying how Steven robbed us. So we stayed at a hotel that we booked. And I was like, oh, this is so much cheaper. And everything was fine. But then he stole the money from the fucking bus and shit.
I think that's where I left off the series. I haven't gotten to the juicy shit yet.
Oh my God, you haven't, dude?
No, I got the games.
Dude, the last game was insane.
I
It was
haven't seen
insane,
that one
dude.
yet.
I like literally, I think I retired after that game.
Yeah.
Like, my football career is probably over unless I decide to go like planes. I might go play in Sweden.
The crazy thing is, you fucking snapped your ankle in our men's league.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way he's gonna be able to walk. And then you will go out there and play quarterback. I'm like, well, Jesus.
Yeah, well, that sucked, and I was on so many. So I mixed prednisone pre-workout.
What's prednisone?
Prednisone is a steroid, which you get prescribed just to, like, reduce inflammation.
Yeah.
So I was like talking to this doctor. I was like, "Hey doc, you're gonna hate this, but I know my ankle snapped. How am I able to hike 10 miles to see gorillas and also play in a football game in the next 2 weeks?" And she was like, "I cannot." And I was like, "No, but like I'm gonna do it. So just tell me the best way."
Yeah.
And she was like, "I do not advise this." And I was like, "I won't do like I'm not
my own guy, doc.
Like I'm going to do
my
it.
own man.
I'm going to go to Uganda. Like you don't." And she was like, "All right, I'm going to prescribe you prednisone. It might give you behavioral changes." Like, so the thing is, the hike was fine. I just like wrapped it up and, it was just like a boot. But then the game, oh my God, the game was dude, my ankle was so bad. Actually, I don't know if I was worse off flying back with my broken ankle the first game or the second. Because sorry, excuse me.
I got one coming too.
The second, I was so banged up.
Yeah.
Dude, and I was just like, I was hurting hard. Like you just can't take your body and go play. Like, even after a basketball game. Even after a basketball game, how beat up are you after a rec
I'm
league?
still fucking sore, and then we really didn't even get that physical on Monday.
Yeah.
You got physical. You were fucking banging down low. I was kind of at the foul line the whole time.
Thank God we didn't have to fight those motherfuckers.
We're good now.
Yeah,
I'm in the DMs with Bagel Market. We're good now.
We should.
We're good.
We should do a peace treaty.
Nick, you gotta fucking hear the story, dude.
Oh my God, it was
incredible.
Wild.
We went to play on Monday in our playoff game, and tensions were high. Everyone was just.
They were so mad when we beat them the first time.
Yeah, it was just a lot of bad blood, and I thought someone was gonna catch an assault charge at some point, and he basically was like, yeah, like I thought he was gonna punch him, whatever. And then these guys, they beat us by fucking 15. They just crushed us. They work at a bagel place. They send us bagels this morning, saying, what was it? It was like we need a rematch in the fall from the champs or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, they won.
God damn, that's a good move.
Did they win the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, good for them.
That's just
that's
a great move. So I messaged Bagel Mark and I'm like, respect. And they were totally cool about it. So shout out to you guys. They're from Croatia, I believe. We don't want to fuck with you guys. We don't want to fuck with you, all right?
Guess what, motherfucker? I'm Serbian, so I'm gonna fuck you up. No, I'm kidding.
We respect you guys. It's just
they're
shit talking in the ball game.
No, that was wild.
Yeah.
They shot the lights out.
Yeah. Adam Sandler hitting threes.
Yeah.
That was fucking hitting step backs. We don't have that in our bag.
No.
We need a ringer.
We just need a good 3-point shooter.
We just need one ringer to make people go out there and cover it.
Yeah.
We don't have one.
No one. How the hell can no one shoot threes? I mean, it's not my job to shoot threes.
Well, we're not really a collection of basketball players. It's like.
True.
I played high school basketball. Did you play high school basketball?
Yeah.
Did you? Like varsity?
I quit.
Yeah. So
Senior
like
year.
I'm talking like real like, I don't know, guys that fucking
Can just shoot.
yeah. We don't have that.
You know what we need? We need some like random dude who's like totally unathletic who just hit threes.
Well, there's definitely guys out there in the office, but you also got to think about the content. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a weird mix. I don't know.
Dude, I just loved. Dude, you got so many rebounds.
Yeah,
Just-
because of you.
Yeah,
You would box people out, and I would grab them.
but
You think I don't know that?
I
You kidding me, dude?
I know, but I would get like.
You
if
do
I-
the dirty work. I'm willing to admit it. I'm man enough.
My favorite part was you'd be in the middle of
No,
the
but
zone.
that's different. Because you would say that you would want to play the middle, and I'm like, I genuinely know that you're better on the wing than I am as a defender.
True.
I'm not in the middle because I want to fucking stat pad. I'm in there because I'm not good or fast enough to be on the wing.
Yeah.
You are. You're a great defender. But being in the middle, you get a lot of rebounds in the zone. So when I'm out here getting 16 to 17 rebounds, it's kind of like a Russell Westbrook triple double. It's like some of those are kind of easy. Billy does all the hard work, and I just come scoop them up. But I'm out there. Dude, come on.
It's one of those
putting
things where
shoulders in people's chests.
I wouldn't care because, but once like the stats come out, my brain's just like, fuck.
I know. I
I'm
know.
just like, what the fuck? I'm like, get competitive. I'm like,
I get it.
like, ah, shit. But if you watch the game firsthand, you're like, oh, yeah, he played well. Then you
Fuck
look at the
yeah,
stat,
for
then it's
sure.
like, oh, fuck. Like, Billy sucks. He went 3 for
I know.
24. I'm like, ah.
But everyone just looks at the box score.
Yeah, so that literally led me to playing Arian Foster in basketball one-on-one.
Yeah. How'd that go?
I beat him.
I didn't actually see. I saw.
You should watch the video.
I saw like something you blogged. I didn't really watch the whole video though.
I beat him, and
Really?
this is probably why I'm off the podcast, but it's fine. You know, but like I beat him in basketball. Worth it.
Hey, if that's what it takes, you know,
Hey,
you got a fucking ball. You got a ball, kid.
yeah.
I think I gotta go soon.
Damn.
I hate to
dude.
say it. I got 4 more minutes in me.
All right.
I got 2 more beers in me.
Oh, let's get one out of the way.
This one's got about 2 sips.
Power hour. All right. How deep are we?
I'm
6.
6 too.
Oh, dude.
I don't know if we're gonna get 18, but
We're not gonna get 8. Oh, I know.
this has been
What's
a great
this-
fucking time, man.
He's a cat.
You're a king.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Nick, yeah.
Dude, speak up, Nikki.
Dude,
Nikki, I know you got
keep-
something to say. Come on, man.
Nick, what's your?
Can we introduce Nikki?
Yeah, this is Nikki Quinn.
Get on here, Nikki.
Nikki, get in here.
Only if you want to.
Are
Come on,
you?
Get in here. Sit right here.
What do you think of Barstool Sports?
I love Barstool Sports. The first time I came here, I took pictures of everything, and I tried to make sure when people were looking at me that I wasn't taking pictures when they were looking at me. I only did it when people obviously weren't around. But I love the environment. I love the people. I've been following this since I was, since high school. Since Billy got the internship at Pardon My Take, I've been.
I fucking love Nikki. This is a grinder.
Dude, this guy grinds so fucking hard.
We gave you some flowers at the beginning.
Yeah.
We said you're a good clipper. You're out here grinding for no love. I mean, Billy's probably giving you some love, but
I'm giving you as much love as I can.
It's dirty work.
that's
baby.
how it starts, though. That's the grind. We were talking about it earlier. It's get their foot in the door, fucking work for it. A lot of these people sometimes, they just get in and they don't know the Barstool culture. This guy fucking knows it. He's got BVT on, man.
Yeah, dude.
He's got BVT on.
Dude, speaking of Vanny Woodhead, I'm sending Vanny Woodhead to Chicago.
Yeah?
I've been like holding it for.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Let's go.
Oh yeah, get it in there,
Let's go, Nikki.
I will clip that.
Hell yeah.
dude. I'm sending Vanny to Chicago. It's been sitting. I've been, keeping it safe.
Yeah.
Once it gets sent there, I'm
Where
getting
is it?
fired. It's in an undisclosed location. Once I send it there, they're like, okay, he's got nothing
Wait.
else to give.
Wait. Wait, you have Vanny
Yes, I've been
in New York?
keeping Vanny safe for the past 7 years.
The one that's on his shirt?
Yes, the exact.
So
Chevy.
why would that get you fired?
Oh, because
That's the
I
last.
gave I gave
Dude,
the
stop!
I
Come
gave
on,
the
man.
hostage back.
Come on,
No,
that's
no,
fucked
no.
up. Don't
No,
say that,
No.
dude. There's greener pastures.
No. It's gonna be.
We got
fine.
audio crack.
Audio crack's gonna crack. Crack it up.
We got it all.
We're gonna get our own van. The crack van.
Probably not.
Audio Crack is doing decent numbers.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
know.
So-
Hopefully it
yeah.
gets picked up. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what else we gotta do. Like, we haven't seen the podcast numbers. They haven't given those to
They
us.
refuse to give the numbers.
we just want to see like how we're is this our first month? What was our first episode?
It's been about 20 days.
Wow. So
You did 5 in a
You've
week.
done 10 in 20 days.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, no,
would
this
be our
will
10th,
release. Yeah, this is releasing
Tuesday.
on Tuesday. So yeah, we did 5 the first week.
Who else from Barstool has been on? Donnie?
Donnie, Dante,
Jack Mack.
Jack Mack.
Yeah, we didn't even get into any of my fucking real world questions I had.
Okay, we have 5 minutes. Real world questions. Rapid fire.
The real question I have, and I've always made fun of people who said this, and I've been like discounting them forever. Is there any way we're in a simulation?
Absolutely.
I don't know
Think
why.
about
In the
this.
last year or so, I've been like, maybe that's real.
So think about this. Think about how many video games there are in this.
I know what you're about to say.
Yeah. Think about how many video games there are.
Yes.
If we hypothetically were able to create a simulation, we'd be able to create as many simulations as there are video games right now.
Yes.
Like if we get to that point. So the statistical reality is that it's more likely that we are statistically in a simulation than we are in the OG.
I always used to be like, you're fucking crazy. Now I'm kind of like, I don't know what happened in the last couple months. I'm like, might be some credence there. I have no idea what happened. Just like,
I think we're just on the internet too much.
I
and we
know,
just,
definitely. That's 100% it.
Like I sometimes think that some like trolls are automated.
Yeah.
Like there's some force that's coordinating them to get me.
Yeah. I mean, Billy, you get hate, but you also get a lot of love. That's true.
That is true.
Everybody gets hate, and the only problem is with this job is we all focus on the hate.
I know. That's
We don't focus on all the love.
That's the psychological hurdle
Yes.
of being like, okay,
A million good comments, one bad comment. That's what you're looking at.
and one ruins your day.
Yes.
And it's crazy
It
how it
sucks.
happens.
But I don't know how to. You don't really combat it, but you got to remember that you got a lot of fans,
True.
especially in the real world,
Yeah.
brother.
They're buying
The
your
people
beers.
on the fucking keyboards and the burner accounts. When you get into the real world, those are the people who care about you,
Yeah.
and you're fucking killing it. So don't listen to that
You're
bullshit.
killing it.
Thank you.
You were in a Zach Bryan song. Technically. Your content was in a Zach Bryan song.
Correct. I was standing there, but it still counts.
In a pirate outfit.
I think I was in George Washington, maybe.
Same time
Yeah,
period.
same shit.
Dude, 2 minutes left on the clock.
Do you think there's a wall in space?
In Antarctica
In
or
space. Where does it end?
It ends at the end of. I believe in the Big Bang. The Big Bang is definitely the end of space.
But what's behind it?
Well, it's just an explosion that keeps exploding. It's literally the outside. Like, so if you ever done a firework, yeah, space is just a firework, and the end of it is the end of a firework.
But it's just black?
Dude, it's nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, see?
Dude,
It's freaky,
it is freaky. That is freaky.
right?
You know what's freaky? Think about places.
That's why I start thinking about the simulation shit, because I'm like, there's no way.
Dude, the thing is, video game designers are the ones who have the wildest takes about the universe, because they're like, yo, I'm designing a world myself.
If you guys are watching, simulation people, this is a pretty fun fucking environment. We're in.
Yeah, this is great simulation.
We're just drinking beers.
So
Fucking
dude, you know what's wild?
whoever's playing us right now, this is pretty sick, boys.
Or what
This is fun as hell. We're
No,
just
but-
crushing beers, talking stupid shit.
Dude, what if we're dead? What if we're dead?
Stop.
And this is happening. It's like, yo, or what if we're like
Whoa.
in a simulation where it's like, yo,
Whoa,
what are
that
your
fucked me up.
whatever your favorite things to do is like drinking beers and shooting the shit with the boys. And then
What
they're
if we are in
Yeah,
heaven?
I know.
Wait.
I know. Dude, it's crazy.
If we're in heaven.
I'm sunburnt. I wouldn't be sunburnt in heaven.
You're right.
Yeah, look, I'm
I
sunburnt.
wouldn't have a tiny dick in heaven either.
So we're not in heaven. Or
That blew my mind.
or maybe your gigantic dick was terrible in the
Yes.
in your real life.
I
You're
would be
like,
happier
man,
with a
I
tiny
wish I had
dick."
a tiny dick so people wouldn't complain about it so
Had a
much.
fucking rope. It was weighing me down.
Just causing too much damage. Had to scale it back.
Should I see if we can move this back a little bit?
Yeah, dude, we're
I'm
having
having
some,
so much fun.
dude. This
What
was
time's the NBA game on?
Probably like 8 o'clock.
No, don't say that, Nick. We're
8:30,
trying to push it.
8:30.
8:30.
No, it's more like we're gonna be going at the same time anyways. Like, why don't we just?
Yeah, why don't we just push it after the game?
Yeah, I gotta go. Unfortunately, I'll shotgun
Yeah.
one though, because I have
Oh,
to do a chug.
It is actually 8:30, by the way.
Okay. I gotta do a chug with for
Oh, yeah. Sweet. This is a live chug.
Oh yeah.
Live chug. Live chug. If you're listening to the podcast.
Billy, I think you got something here.
Dude, I hope. Like, we're just-
Facts.
You just gotta keep bringing on fucking weirdos. With all due respect. Here, why is my? Do I have a tan?
Yo, dude, I have a tan too. Look at my head. It's from the fucking. It's from the field day. Cheers.
Woo!
That was a sick chug. Oh, that was a little more liquid than I thought. Couldn't trust that burp.
All right, Bill.
It's been a great time.
This has been a lot of fun.
We
I
should
do
do it
not want to
again.
leave right now.
We should whenever we have time, we should just do a beers episode.
I have a series idea I want to do.
Uh huh.
Have you ever seen Hot Ones?
Yeah, where they
Yes.
yeah. We
I
should
probably shouldn't put this in the universe because someone's gonna steal it.
just beers.
We'll
It's
cut it. We'll,
fucking
we'll cut it
genius.
if it's genius.
It's genius, dude.
No, we're gonna keep it.
It's called Cold Ones.
Oh yes.
Cut it. We're cutting it.
No,
And I just sit there with someone across from me and we just crush beers.
That's fucking genius.
Dude,
It's basically what we
this
did
is what we
tonight.
did.
That's exactly what we did today.
dude.
But nobody steal that.
No, we're doing cold ones. Let's try to. We'll tell the legal team. But can I be involved?
Of course.
But this
We just-
podcast isn't under the umbrella, so the legal team won't help us. So
Yeah. Well, if they want cold ones, we're gonna hold. Okay, we're exchanging Vanny Woodhead for cold
I'm
ones.
telling you, Cold Ones is a fucking genius.
Shit, dude, that's sick.
But I think that the only problem is there's a big YouTube page in Australia called Cold Ones.
But do they drink beers? Or do
It's
they?
not the same premise that I have. I don't really know. They just kind of drink and they're not sitting down interviewing people drinking beers.
But the thing is that
they do like
copyright-
pranks and shit.
They never patent that in the United States, so we need to do that right now.
I'm not trying to steal anyone's. I don't know. It's just.
We have till Tuesday
But
to
it's
get this
too
going.
perfect. Cold Ones.
And we know the hot ones guy, so like
Really?
he'd be chill with it. Yeah, he came on.
He
Hot
doesn't
Ones
own the word ones,
Day. Yeah, he does, yeah.
right?
absolutely.
Or
You can put anything in front of ones.
we could
Warm
do-
ones.
Yeah, warm.
Warm ones.
that would be actually like uncomfortable. It's like they're drinking a warm beer. They're like, "Wah."
Honestly, though, warm. We sit down and make them drink warm beers.
Yeah, just like see like how gritty they are. Like,
Imagine Gillis sitting down with us drinking 12 warm beers.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Natty, no free ads, but a natural beer is the best warm beer.
Really?
It's better, like Coors Light needs to be cold, and I love Coors Light. But, like, the best warm beer is Natty Light, and I think they designed it that way.
Or we could just do hot ones and have them drink hot beers. Right?
What is a sake? Sake's hot alcohol.
Ugh.
Ugh. Have you ever done a sake shot?
Yeah, but I don't want
It's
to drink
hot?
hot alcohol.
Dude, you know, cold beer is the best alcohol.
I know.
It's the
there's
best.
nothing better.
They're like, who the...
It's
like,
truly just, like, you sit down, it's whether you mow the lawn, whether you get off the fucking boat, whether you play in Uganda, whether you're fucking hanging out in the pool, a cold fucking beer hits the goddamn spot every goddamn time.
real quick, to end the podcast, top 3 beers.
I want to say airport, but usually when you're in the airport, you're not in a great mood. But I fucking love an airport beer. Beach beer. Post lawn cut beer. Fuck.
Hit it. I know you want it.
Airport beer.
Yeah, there we go. I'm going post game beer if you played in it.
Yes.
I'm going Saturday morning beer
What time?
when you wake up.
9:43.
For game day.
Game day beer. Game day beer when
Okay.
you're, you know.
Yeah.
And then my last one is going to be post-trauma beer. Where you get to a fucked up situation
Yeah,
and you're
you
just
need
like,
to cool
yo,
off.
dude, we need to get a
I
fucking
know.
beer.
Just gotta cool off, man. I get that.
Post-trauma beer. Like, you know when some fucked up shit happens, like, oh shit, let's crack a
fucking
beer.
beer,
Like, you
man.
get fired, and you're like, oh shit, let's crack a beer.
You have to go there. All right, Bill.
Great beers.
That was so much fun.
How much did we kill of this 18?
I mean, we have 2 left, so like we should definitely finish them. But I really do have to go.
He actually told me to get a 12, but thankfully there was no 12 available,
Yeah.
so glad we had 18.
Billy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta go.
I do have to
All
go.
right, all right.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Wait, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys.
Why?
Isn't that PMT's thing?
Yeah, dude, we can
It's
love
heavy.
everybody.
It's heavy, you know?
You know, we just take it. Look, PMC didn't kick me off their podcast. I just moved to Chicago.
True. Love you guys.
I'm still chill with PMC. We're going to crush these 2 beers. So we crushed 9 beers each throughout this whole podcast. If you're keeping count. Peace.
That was fucking awesome.